Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we are basically focusing to information related to meditation and how you can practice yourself, how you can develop a clear practice, and how you can get the best out of your own practice. So you are kind of like your own master in a certain time period, in a certain level. You have to remember, you have to be very sustainable with your practice, not to look for any more information or introductions, not to depend on teacher. It is your responsibility. But before that, you have to have very clear, good understanding related to that your spiritual practice. So here we are talking about information related to meditation. So when it comes to meditation, tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation. So the tranquility meditation help us to bring our mind to one point and calm down, settle down, and allow it to have undisturbed mind. The vipassana meditation take us to more deeper to understand how things come to be as they are. So whatever the perception perceive, we are capable to understand how things come to be as they are. So that is a very analytical understanding. So these two methods, another way we call the introspection, that we call deeper practice with us, ourselves, with the purpose. So what is that purpose? Basically, the purpose is develop our wisdom. Develop our wisdom to find the liberation or the freedom or the nibbana. So then why we have to find the nibbana? Why we need to find the freedom? Because we are in a world, we get tangled. We are kind of like in a place. We are in a system. We can't get out just by following it, which we call the suffering. So here sufferings means unsatisfactory nature, change, impermanence, selflessness. This all bring this suffering. So the suffering is not something that happen itself, or it is not separate from us. So according to the Buddha's teaching, suffering is man-made. So suffering is, we are the one who made that. So that's why we are capable to get out of it. So for that, you need some kind of wisdom. So that wisdom always should have certain qualities. One is the faith. So the faith need to lead towards the wisdom. Another one is the energy or the effort. So that also need to focus towards the wisdom, sati or the awareness, and tranquility mind, calm, relaxed, comfortable, undisturbed mind, and the wisdom. So these all five things together make this journey successful. So always remember, this all come out of your own practice. So when it comes to practice, there are certain things that you have to understand to make it the very ground level. Of course, sometimes you think, oh, I practice. But sometimes we can't maybe get the right result. So then you have to remember, when you go to practice, if you have very disturbed mind, uncomfortable body, so then maybe that whatever you have done before, like yesterday, day before yesterday, maybe it has an effect for your practice. So then look into it. Don't keep repeating it before your practice. And maybe that before you sit, and then maybe there, whatever you used to do, have certain effect after you sit for your practice. Or maybe your future plans can disturb you. So there are many ways that it can affect for your practice. So then always look into it. And before you do something, see, is it really, it will help for your practice. So like that, you can develop a kind of like a clear environment around your practice. That is very necessary. And today we are going to talk about, when it comes to this spiritual journey, the practice means what and how we can make it more deep, take it to more deeper level. So maybe you heard there is a basic principle that when it comes to our development, 3 stages. One is cleaning up, growing up, and waking up. Actually, in the Western world, it talk about from the beginning, waking up, growing up, cleaning up. But today I'm going to reverse the pattern and give you basic principle to practice yourself according to this method, and how you can take it to your spiritual practice. So when it comes to cleaning up, first thing that we have to remember, as mental formations, as memories, as habits, we are bringing a lot of junk, unnecessary things from our past. And it's like we are trapped into that. It's like a net that we caught in. So then always remember yourself. You are the only one can clean that. So you are the one that get out of it. From childhood to now, just imagine yourself that your habitual patterns you develop, your like, dislike, then whatever you love, whatever you hate, whatever you believe, now you carry it with you without any reason. And at the same time, our life itself became kind of like a bunch of habits. Human life itself means habits, repetition. So then, when it comes to clarity, when it comes to liberation, when it comes to more deeper understanding, when it comes to wisdom path, always you have to remember yourself. The very first thing you have to develop strength. Say no to things. Always, if you are willing to say yes to things, it is very difficult for you to develop yourself. So cleaning up means get out of this mental formation, cankers, and look into yourself and see what is profitable, what is unprofitable, what is worth for you. Is there anything help for your journey or not? If is there anything that take you away from the journey? Maybe because our parents did, because our friends, maybe when we go to school, we learn things, maybe the social validations. That doesn't mean that you have to keep doing it. So you can take a very conscious decision and see, is there anything profitable for you, worth for you? If it is not, why you keep repeating it? So this mentally, we have to let go a lot of things. And the physically also, we have a lot of habitual patterns that we keep repeating. And sometimes we have to have strong self-discipline to clean ourselves. If there are certain things in our bloods, so we have to clean that. There are certain things in our memories which is not valid anymore. So you have to clean it. So this cleaning up part is very necessary as a foundation. Then always look into yourself, put some effort, take conscious decisions to take things away from you, get out of things. And that create a kind of like a clear mind. So that clarity will help you to grow up. So when it comes to this growing up, it's a kind of like a chronologically we are growing, biologically we are growing, mentally we are growing, spiritually we are growing. So there are stages. So that stages means that how we interpret our experience. And when it comes to that interpretation, always have to remember that is not ultimate truth. It is just the moment of experience related to that environment. And then by the time you go, you will go to the more different level, and then from that level you go to the another different level. So like that, step by step, this growing part going to change. And that also has certain stages. So one is the egocentric stage. So the egocentric stage from the beginning, as children, what happens? We start to live with a lot of material things around us. So we start to use that material things to introduce us. My. So it's kind of like we expanding our self-centered idea. And that is a kind of like a beginning of narcissism. My own image start to reflect through this material world. Whatever belong to me, it is me. So as children, we start from toys and then other material things. This is my thing, that is my thing, it belongs to me. It was not there, but now our ego start to expand and start to grow with this outside. That is one thing. Another one is ethnocentric. Ethnocentric is a kind of like a method that through the culture, religion, nation, through that we grow. We put our identity to that. I am American. I am Buddhist. So like that, with the larger group, we stand and we start to bring that identity to us. So that way also we interpret our life, and that also allow us to grow like this. Another one is the world-centric. So the world-centric is that when it comes to the modern science, modern technology, modern chemistry, this everything globally, it has a global value with this, especially with this internet. Now we talk about a global village. So this global validation also part of our representation. And we are the one who developing it. And we believe we are part of it. It belongs to us. Our identity also there. So like that, this growing up, this chronological growth and the biological growth, social growth, this everything grow to interpret our identities. But you have to remember, this anything not going to take you to liberation. It all going to take you to kind of like allow you to settle down and maintain your life. But if you are slowly start to look a little bit and come out of your egocentric, self-centered mind, then you start to experience, you start to practice something more higher. And that is very necessary when it comes to growing up. Observing, understanding, and that will help you to wake up. The wake up means the living this dream that we hold into. So wake up is not going to happen suddenly. You need practice. You need the effort. So that is where you put the faith. You have to have the faith, the very nature of the faith. You have to have the trust regarding something which that you never experience. That is where you need the faith. You don't need the faith to whatever that you experience. if there's something which you never experienced, you didn't know. So to go towards that, you have to have the faith. So then here the faith means you have to have the faith towards the wisdom to know, to grow yourself. Wake up from the dream. So it is very difficult while we are sleeping to wake up, because sometimes while we are sleeping, when we think about wake up, that also can become a part of the dream. So that's why I need practice, because practice will allow you to break that dream. So the faith and have the trust and conviction and align with the path, go towards the wisdom, energy and the effort. So whatever you do, get out of this lethargic, lazy mind and put your effort to keep doing it. Of course, many up and downs on the way, but still you have to remember that it's not going to be forever. And having the awareness, developing undisturbed mind, and combining this all together. So this all, not just one thing, this everything together, if you can bring and develop it inside you every day, then you will see how the result going to come, how the growth going to happen, how the wake up going to happen. So always remember then, it is your responsibility to keep practice. It is your responsibility yourself to give a try to wake up. Falling to sleep, falling to dream is very easy, very comfortable. But it's always going to take us to something which not belong to us. And it always going to create the unsatisfaction. It always going to create the bias. It always going to create the dependency. It always going to create the fear. So that's why when you have the strength, courage, wisdom, and when you have the opportunity, always remember to take the necessary steps to get out of this bias, fears, unsatisfaction, and this dream, and try to wake up. So the waking up is the key point, because once you wake up, your mind never go into that dream state. That is the beauty of this wake up line. So that's why with this practice, little by little, we go deeper into that and we try our best according to our abilities. But important thing is keep practice. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say so patveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So, in the beginning, bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area and allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, just recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavatacha sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Maya Dhamma Nudhamma Patipattiya Buddhang Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Addaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranam Ha Paribunjisami Idamme Punya Kammang Asavakkaya Vahang Hotu Sabba Dukkha Pamunchatu Bless.